I'm going with brand new OEM Toyota rotors. Here are the part numbers, and I'll also put it in the description. There's a different part number for left and right, so they're marked accordingly. Left and right, and the only thing you need to do to prep these is just wipe them down with some brake cleaner because there's a little bit of oily residue on them to keep them from rusting. So grab some brake clean. Don't forget to do both sides. Just do that to both rotors and you're ready to install. Grab a needle nose or a small flathead and pull this pin out. I have a 5mm punch. Press on the center of this spring to remove the pin. Remove the pads. I have the wheels, the steering wheel rotated to the left in order to access the brake caliper bolts. So we're going to go behind the caliper now. These are 17mm bolts. Grab your breaker bar. Don't forget to have your bungee cord ready in order to wrap it around the caliper and hold the caliper up. Here's how I have my bungee cord wrapped around the upper control arm, and there are no bolts holding in the rotor, so it's just able to be removed right now. All right, so it's good practice to take off any of the buildup on here that might make the rotor not sit flush or flat. So I'm gonna grab my die grinder with a pad on here and take off some of this rust, but you can just use sandpaper or any kind of other tool to clean this up a little bit. And don't forget to wear a mask. You don't want to breathe this stuff in. All right, it's time for the new rotor. Now you're gonna want to reverse the order of operations. Have your caliper bracket bolts handy. Okay, we're gonna torque these to 100 foot-pounds each. All right, so a few things before we put in the pads. You're gonna wanna pop your hood and undo the brake fluid reservoir because you're gonna wanna keep an eye on it and make sure that the brake fluid doesn't overflow when you expand the pistons. I highly recommend this tool. You don't have to have it, but it makes your job way easier. It's gonna be able to allow you to attack all 4 pistons at once. Let me show you. All right, as far as pads go, I did go with OEM pads. So it comes with a set of 4 OEM pads, and you're gonna notice only 2 of them have the squealer to let you know that the pads are low. So you wanna make sure that one of these goes on each side of the car. You don't accidentally put 2 of these on one side. Also, they do not come with shims, so make sure you don't throw away your OEM ones. I didn't remember using mine. I cleaned them up and applied some brake grease. I'm just gonna slide them in. All right, time for the spring and the pin, and I just gave these a little cleanup too. So you want to put the spring in. It puts tension on with this pin, so you're gonna want to push this center spring in as you put in the pin in order to slide it through cleanly. I'm trying to rotate it a little bit so this hole where the cotter goes through is visible. All right, now you just want to put this clip in. And now everything's locked into place. All right, now everything's in. The clip is holding the pin in. The caliper bracket is torqued in. All you need to do is rinse and repeat for the other side. Thanks for watching.